Y'all, I saw the movie Michael when it came out on Friday, and I'm going to see it again. It gives you, I know we didn't get to see everything, but it gave us like a glimpse of this man's, I can't even like, I can't even like just make it one thing because it was so many things like his humanity, his godliness. It's like he was a walking example of how to be, how to treat animals, how to treat people, how to dig into the recesses of your mind and pull out whatever your imagination um, can hold and to become those things. He was an example of that. And the world, unfortunately, does not appreciate people like that until they're not here. And as a lot of you are doing, I've been watching videos from people that were close to him, just really trying to learn more about this divine being, because I'm not going to just reduce him to a mere mortal, because the things that he did in his lifetime is not normal, is not just average mortal activity. He was definitely one of those ones. He was um he was a light. He was a divine being. So I really enjoyed the movie. I've also watched some videos of his mother, describing the way he was raised, how he grew up, how his father raised him. And I would suggest y'all go and look at some of the videos where Catherine is talking about how that was how they disciplined children back in the day. And, I'm a product of that as far as being disciplined with the belt, you know. And it's something that as a parent that I had to stop doing at a certain point because I realized where it came from. That actually came from slavery, being punished, being whipped and stuff like that. And the damage that it can cause to a child. For me, it made me to retreat into um silence as a safe space for safety. So instead of what I did was I got used to being quiet because it kept me safe. I didn't want to say anything to get myself in trouble. So it can affect us in that way. And then we have to go through life and we got to heal from that trauma. So it definitely can be damaging. I'm not putting, I'm not saying that it is not, because I'm a product of that. I grew out of it. Um, and I'm all the better for it. What I do want to say is, and like Michael, that damaged him in some ways too, because he didn't have a childhood, and just probably at a certain point, in a certain point in his life, he he didn't have his own voice. He had to have other people speak for him, and things of that nature, right? And so he grew out of it though. At some point, he found his voice. At some point, he was able to break away. Um, did he still? Yeah, probably the damage, the residuals of the damage is still there. But what I want to say is this society dogged this beautiful being for so long, accusing him of things that he is not capable and did not do. Yet and still, you have people that have actually done things to children, like really harmed children, not cared for them, not tough love or anything like that. Straight abuse in the worst way. And even to like loss of lives. You have people now that is being documents found in like the Epstein files. Where is the outrage for these people when y'all did all of this to somebody that was here to show us how to be? Michael was here to show us how to be. Like his affirmations, how he just spoke life and poured into his own life until he made a reality. That in itself is powerful. To see yourself become all the things you imagine in your mind, that in itself is powerful. To be able to forgive someone that put you through so much abuse and um, robbed you of, I won't say rob you of your childhood, because I realized in order for us to have gotten at Michael Jackson, the things that he went through, he had to. So his childhood, unfortunately, was a sacrifice of that. And yeah, that's truly sad. Um, Yet you have children that have their innocence and all these things taken away. Michael was not doing that, but nobody is as outraged and is smearing their names in the ground like they did Michael. We all know the society in which we live. Um, Michael lived to be 50 years old, and in his 50 years, he did what people don't do in many lifetimes. He did in one lifetime, even though his physical body, died at 50. And to be able to witness that, to it just, I'm just like curious. I'm so open now. Like, I'm looking at all the videos. I want to read his autobiography now. And that I'm going to get that book today. I'm going to read his autobiography because I'm so fascinated now. Just by the depths of who he was. Not this idol, not don't get me wrong, he was the best entertainer that we will ever get to witness in this lifetime. He was that. He got the Guinness World Record of being the entertainer that gave most to like different charities. He loved children. He loved animals. If that ain't godliness like manifested, that is just, I'm telling you, he taught us how to be. And as a Black woman, I just am so proud to experience that in my lifetime as an example. So I want to say thank you. And I am looking forward to part two because I hear that they're going to do a sequel because the first movie Michael did so well. So I'm looking forward to it. Peace, power, and blessings.